Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi. Welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. If you're new to the site, welcome. You're part of an amazing community, amazing family. If we don't have your email address, make sure you give it to us up here. I'll send you one of my New York Times best-selling books for free. Plus, make sure we remind you of these Weekly Wisdom video blogs every single week. I used the word week a lot, didn't I? Okay. Last week was I got some amazing comments and feedback from you guys, from just being transparent, sharing what I'm going through personally so many times is so in alignment with things we all experience. I'm just obsessed with the fastest path or the least resistance to resolve problems. Because remember one thing, problems don't go away when you start getting more success. Problems will always be there. What we do is we discover how to get around them, get over them, get through them. Or when they hit us like a ton of bricks, we learn from our mistakes and have a better bounce back rate. Meaning if something would have crippled us for 3, 4, 5 months, years ago, well, hopefully with these weekly wisdoms and these videos and what we teach and our Success Academy and boots on the ground and all the things that we use to train you, that when something goes wrong, you bounce back a lot quicker. If something took you months, maybe it only takes you a couple of days, maybe even a couple hours. Okay, here's what I want to share. You know, I'm always sharing what's going on in my life. Last week, just a couple days ago, I went up to the Quad Cities. That's Iowa, Illinois, Davenport, Moline, Rock Island, Bettendorf. And I buy a lot of properties there because a lot of you know my top student and great friend, Matt Larson, lived there, and I still invest a lot in that area. And I'm telling you this for a reason. I know I talk about Matt a lot, but he's a great guy. If you've been trained by him, you ever met him, saw him at a live event, saw him on some of my live casts, saw him just teaching and sharing, or have ever had the chance to learn from him directly, like I said, you know this is a guy that does this every single day of his life. And he's doing amazing things. He just shared with me, and I wouldn't say if it wasn't true or couldn't prove it, so far this year, halfway through the year, he's made over $700,000 net income. That's not how much his net worth went up. That's how much he got to keep, what he's going to pay taxes on. How cool is that? But I'm sharing this for a reason, because I went up there and I haven't been to the Quad Cities in a while. I'm buying a lot of properties there, probably 15 to 20 a month right now. And I went up there to meet everybody. And here's what's cool. I go into this town that just 5 or 6 years ago, Matt was a machine shop worker in this town, making $30,000, $40,000 a year. Maybe it was 6, 7 years ago, living in a 300 square foot apartment, stressed out of his mind, not knowing where his future would go. And I was so proud of him when I went there, and I go there and I meet Wendy, our property manager, and I meet Frank Nerwinski, the attorney who does all the assignment of contracts and handles all the transactions. I met Andy, his partner and friend, who I know, but is his partner on the ground getting things done. I met the title company. I met the real estate agent. And I'm meeting all these wonderful people, the team, the A-team that Matt's put together. And it's so rewarding to me to see what we teach in action. Yes, I do it every day. I hear so many successful students. Mike, the guy behind the camera, Mike Marabi, who works for me, he's got a pile of flip cameras right now on his desk, this high of success stories coming in like crazy. But when you actually get to see a guy that was a machine shop worker, whose family told him he was nuts, whose girlfriend broke up with him because he joined our Success Academy and spent a lot of money to do it, a guy that people told he was crazy and used to take my books and hide them under his bed when his buddies came so they wouldn't make fun. Oh, Matt wants to be a real estate investor. Here's a guy that's got a system set up using exactly what we teach you guys. Here's what's awesome. What Matt has in place is exactly what we share. We don't share one thing and I do another. What you get the benefit of is in the last, year, I've done over 300 deals. Matt's done 1,000 deals. My top students have done so many deals. I take their feedback, my personal feedback, and that's what you guys get. And I have to tell you, Matt, I don't mentor Matt anymore, not much, hardly any, on real estate. What I've been able to help Matt with is mindset, and how to optimize his time, and how to go when he's maxed out at 10 deals a month, how to help him have the right mindset, organization skills, and thinking process that can think through 20 deals a month, 30 deals a month, someday 50 deals a month. Because every time you think you've hit your max, man, there's a whole nother level. So if you're having a tough time with deal 1, I want to tell you, Matt's first deal was scary as heck for him. So was it for every other student who had to do their first deal, or your first date, or your first day at work. Everything first is hard because it's different, especially that we're older and we have all these habits in this direction, and I'm trying to teach you to think and do in this direction. I know it's not easy. But man, I wish every single one of you could have been a fly on the wall to watch these teams Matt put in place. And when he finds a deal using the 25-to-1 strategy or a bandit sign or through other wholesalers, he takes that deal, plugs it into a system, it goes across the system with hardly any work from him once he approves it, except for just looking at the numbers and approving on email. If the numbers work, they work. So anyway, I'm being a little nostalgic because it really meant more to me than I can even express to just see it in real life. And I'm so proud of Matt, and I'm so proud to every one of you who are doing deals and making it happen. And for those of you that haven't yet, that, you know, when I say you're up at night, like last week's video, and you can't sleep because you're stressed, and the week before finding your why and all these different things, I realize this isn't easy, but I want you to know I do these videos for a reason, because I know it can be you. Matt is no different than any single person watching this, except for he didn't listen to anybody else. He wasn't afraid to get his butt kicked. He just dug in, and when he didn't feel like doing it, like Linda said a couple weeks ago, he just did it. And the things were hard, he powered through. And he built something amazing, and he's going to leave a legacy for every bit of the family around him. In fact, Matt retired his parents for Christmas. And anyway, I know I talk about Matt a lot. He's a great guy, but it just touched my heart to watch it next. And again, I'm proud of you, Matt, and I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of you that for every single person watching right now who hasn't done a deal, and you're dying to do it because you're watching, you're here, and you're going to do it. This is your year, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help you do it. So I'm Dean Graziosi. I'll talk to you next week.